how did take me on the journey to what made you fall in love with R&B music?
Church. I think that's where it always starts, and you can hear it. I
heard them run. I already know what it is. Come on, let's hear it.
I'm a church boy, and I was a troublemaker. I used to fight all the time. So my mother, being a Caribbean woman, she thought somebody put a hex or roots on me.
Wow.
So she brought me to a church and a pastor to pray for me. And he was like, "Well, if you misbehaving, you got to partake in whatever I'm doing right now." And at the time, he was doing choir rehearsal.
Gotcha.
And he was like, "Leave him with me. Like, he's not as bad as you say he is." He told that to my mother, and she was like, "Really?" So she left, and he kept trying to figure out my range on the piano, and he was like, kept going higher and higher and higher. He was like, "I've been looking for somebody to sing this part."
Wow.
He's like, "God makes no mistakes." And he kind of just wrapped his arm around me. Mr. Nickerson was his name.
Awesome.
And he passed shortly after that. But by then, my love for music had already started to fester and permeate, and there was no stopping it at that
How
point.
old were you then?
I was 6 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So it's deep in.
It's
in the
deep,
pedigree.
yeah. And it was the first thing that somebody told me I was good at.
Nah.
Being a troubled child and just rebellious, like, any form of discipline I rejected.
Yeah.
So for God at that point, I just felt like that was God calling me into his arms in that way, so he could wrap his arms around me and keep me close. And
No question.
yeah.
So having that experience, I mean, most of, that's my experience as well. I grew up a church boy. I look at most of the guys who I respect the most vocally comes from that, has that background.
Yeah.
You have a lot of guys that just naturally have the gift, but you get, you're trained away.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So you actually, you understand the scales a little bit different. You understand how to manipulate the notes a little bit differently when you.
And you sing with what higher honor is it to sing and give praise and glory and honor to God?
Can we talk? Oh, can we talk? Can we talk?